So I want to start with something we already know how to do, which is the quadratics from last chapter. Standard form, it's already in standard form, so I just too lazy to rewrite it. This whole thing goes there. Factored form means I need to factor it. So I need to find two numbers, that multiply to get 21 and add to 4. And that's negative 7 and 3. So I'll rewrite this as f of x equals x minus 7 times x plus 3. And then if they want the x-intercepts, they want me to take this and set it equal to 0. So 7, 0, and negative 3, 0, which are also the roots. X equals 7, x equals negative 3. When I'm asking for the x-intercepts, it's because it applies to a graph. But when I'm saying the zeros are the roots, you can just give me the x values. The y-intercept, if you remember how to get the y-intercept, you plug 0 in for your x, but really it's just the last value. So that's 0, negative 21. Since it's squared, it starts with the top. Okay. And let's see, let me do this first. We have 7 and negative 3. Those are my x-intercepts. And then my y-intercept is way down here at negative 21. Now, since it's a squared, I know it starts from the top, it goes down and then goes up, makes a parabola, which means an important point that we need to find out, because we have the ability to, is to find the vertex. Well, if you look, since this is going up, we don't have a maximum, but we will have a minimum, and that's what we need to find. So there's two ways to do it. You could go halfway in between 7 and negative 3, which is 2, if you know that. If you don't know that, you're going to do the formula negative b over 2a, where your a is 1, your b is negative 4, and your c is negative 21, which isn't applicable. So negative b over 2 times a is 4 over 2, which is 2. Okay, so if you look, I still got that value. Now, in order to get the y value, I need to take the 2 and plug it in for my x. So I would go 2 squared minus 4 times 2 minus 21 is negative 25. And that honestly makes sense. Let me move this over, put the negative 21 there. Because the vertex is halfway in the middle. It's like these are my elbows, my belly button's there. So here's my vertex. Now I'm going to graph it. And I'm perfect. Okay. It's a quick graph, so we don't have to worry about stuff. If you remember, domain means everything to the right and everything to the left. All real numbers. The range is everything up and everything down, but it's only up. Y is greater than? Y is greater than that y value, which is negative 25. And I forgot interval notation. And then negative 25 bracket positive infinity parenthesis. Okay. Intervals where it's increasing and intervals where it's decreasing. This is negative infinity and this is positive infinity. When we're dealing with intervals, we focus on the x values. So from negative infinity to 2, it's going down. And from 2 to positive infinity, it's going up. Okay. The end behavior as x approaches negative infinity, f of x approaches. As x approaches positive infinity, f of x approaches. Well, if you notice, on the negative side, it goes up, and on the positive side, it goes up. Okay, number 1,